Penalty kicks are so much harder than people realize. You look at a player standing just a few yards from the goal and you think, oh, it's so easy to score. The ball is stationary. They don't have to worry about any tricky spin or anything like that. They get to take their time with a nice and easy run up and then kick the ball in any direction they want. Easy, right? Well, no. Okay. Like if you've played soccer, right? Especially the higher levels, the more advanced these goalkeepers are, the trickier it is to take a penalty kick. And it's a lot more of a coin flip than people actually realize. Because even if you do hit the ball on target, the goalie could just as easily react or guess the correct way and block your shot. So you really want to think about putting it into the far corner of the goal. At the same time, if you try to do that, you have to worry about actually missing, because you could actually put it off frame if you're trying to hit a powerful shot into the side of the goal. It's not just about placing it where you want. It's about beating the goalkeeper's ability to get to that spot and or tricking the goalkeeper into thinking you're going the opposite way. So there's a lot of things you have to think about. It's not just as easy as just kicking the ball on target. Today we're going to watch to see if an NFL player, Travis Kelce, we're going to see if he can stop a professional penalty kick, a World Cup penalty kick. I think we're really about to find out how actually mind-blowing it is for these goalkeepers to save penalty kicks, but also how difficult it is to take a penalty kick. So let's see what he can do.
All right, the World Cup is here, and something that nobody likes to admit, a lot of these games aren't decided by playing soccer. They're decided by penalty kicks. The fate of an entire nation riding on one 12-yard kick and the guy standing in goal. Oh yeah, baby! Let's go! It always looked to me like that guy is just, yes. Nope. I wanted to find out if there's more to it.
Yeah, there's so much body language that it's not just guessing. There's so much body language that the keepers are reading. They actually have cheat sheets based on the players to know where these players tend to take their penalty kicks. Do they try to put them down the center and hope that the keeper goes to one side? Do they try to hit them to the right side more often than not? So all these things the keeper is thinking about, including the body language, when deciding where they're going to dive or if they're going to stay in the center when somebody's taking a penalty kick.
One small problem. I have never played goalie in my life. So I decided the only logical thing is to throw myself in the net against a bunch of 12-year-olds to see just how bad I really am.
Jesus Christ.
And it was bad. So to learn more, I called
Tim Howard,
keeper in American history, Tim Howard, and a legendary college coach to rebuild me from scratch in a single day. The pros say if you save 2 penalties out of 5, you win the shootout. Honestly, I just want to save 1, because at the end of all of this,
but even that, I feel like we've seen multiple times where 2 or more penalties are missed in the World Cup in these penalty shootouts, and either team still hasn't decided whether they win. It takes like 3 misses for a team to win, just because I feel like the keepers are getting so much better and they're allowed to keep so much more data on the kickers and little cheat sheets on the wrist and things like that, or to the side of the goal, where they can really hone in on the likelihood of a player taking a specific shot in a specific direction.
I have to face 16-year-old Philadelphia Union phenom Kevin Sullivan in a head-to-head PK shootout. Can a washed-up lineman actually learn to stop a penalty kick in 1 day? Or am I about to get embarrassed all over again? Let's find out.
It was all coaching. Okay, so that was it. That was it.
Kevin Sullivan, I'm so curious about how good he's actually going to be, because you always have these like phenoms for the US, and they're phenoms for the US, but the question of whether or not they're actually going to be competitive on a world stage, like the fact that he plays for the MLS is a big deal, but is he going to go to Europe at some point? Because it's a totally different experience when you're playing overseas and you're getting the highest quality of competition. That's really is what gonna grow you into a competitive player on the world stage. That's why the US, so many of the players, they grow through the MLS or maybe some smaller teams in some other places around the world, but they never actually reach the level necessary to compete on the grand stage because they've never played on that in those circuits.
Before I've had any training, we're going to see if I can stop a kick for one of these kids. These kids are all from extra time out here in Conshohocken. U12, none of them are in high school yet, I don't think.
I'm going left, Owen.
Should be pretty easy, right? What's up, guys? How y'all doing? How old is everybody? 12? Well, do you guys think you can score on me?
Yes.
Pretty easily?
Yeah, definitely.
All right,
He
we'll
doesn't
see.
have the
We'll see.
reaction time for this type of thing.
I'm gonna lie, I have minimal confidence. If I stop one, I will be out. I have no idea what I'm doing. I played growing up, never played goalie. I was always a striker or a wing or something like that. Midfielder, I have never been between those posts.
They're probably going to miss more than he actually blocks them.
Oh, God. That thing came in.
Oh, and it went in. See?
I wasn't ready. Oh, man.
You got to have strong fists.
And so the rules are I got to stay on the end line. I can't leave the end line until the ball's kicked. Is that the rule? And you guys have to keep moving forward, right? Those are the two main rules. All right. All right. Oh, gosh, I should have dove. I was half in it. All right, Marcus, you going this way? Oh, I got a finger on it.
Hopefully that's royalty-free music.
You're starting to kill me. Oh, right in the... No chance. That was a rocket. Jesus Christ. Saw you looking over there. I mean, you're going over here. Got me. Oh, and I'm just letting you know, I'm going left. I'm going left, Owen. Almost just dislocated my shoulder. Started off good.
Yeah, see, like even if you dive the right direction, like if it's a solid penalty shot, then they're not going to save it. The keepers aren't going to save it. But that's why the players try so hard to go for accuracy and power so often, is because they know that these keepers are capable of guessing the right direction. So they have to make it a good penalty shot. And that's why you see them accidentally hit it over or anything, because they're really trying to hit it with power.
You guys think that Jason stands any chance against Kevin in 5 penalties?
No. Jason Kelce has no chance against Kevin Sullivan.
Good luck.
Yeah.
That's very nice. Thank you.
We just finished my first attempt in net. Kids were outstanding. One of the things that became apparent is how much of like a head game and mind games you're playing there with the kids. Part of me didn't want to dive because I don't know how to dive yet. Yeah, I definitely landed on my elbow going over there and felt something kind of move that shouldn't be moving. Yeah, that's the takeaway today. Also, I mean, I had the best kick of the day, guys. All right, you guys ready? Yeah. You ready, Owen?
Ooh, that was pretty good. That was a pretty good kick. Not even gonna lie. That had like some spin on it to bring it down over the wall. Like that was pretty good.
All right, we're here at St. Joe's University. Coach Tim Mulqueen has been here, and he is a legend in soccer coaching, and he's right in our backyard. Something to note, 1 in 5 matches in the knockout rounds of the World Cup are decided by penalty kicks. It is such an important part of the game that is deciding the fate of all of these countries. We're here to learn more about penalty kicks. Coach?
So penalty kicks are 5 rounds.
Yes.
So if you can save 1, you give yourself a great chance of winning. When you save 2, it incrementally, like you're going to win.
So 40%.
40%.
We're winning the match.
You're winning the match.
Pretty much.
Yup.
I still remember the 2006 World Cup. Hans Lehmann, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that.
No, you got it right.
Goes to penalty kicks, quarterfinal game, I think.
Yes.
He goes in his shoe, his sock, and pulls out a note card. And he proceeds to guess right and make a save. Even on the ones he missed, he was still guessing the right direction.
Side, yep.
Since then, I've been infatuated with what is actually happening in the goalkeeper's head, what's happening in the shot taker's head.
Sure.
Figure nobody else better to come to than the man himself. That was so bad.
We got to work on the falling a little bit.
I almost dislocated my shoulder on this.
Yeah.
I hit the elbow on the ground.
I know.
Yeah, these keepers like really do be diving. Like I don't understand how they don't hit their head on the post more often, because I feel like they dive so close to the post. You would think that they would hit their head more often, and it's crazy their spatial awareness so that they keep themselves safe even though they're going all out and diving. Some of these keepers are actually like 40 years old. Like Vozinga from Cabo Verde is 40 plus years old, and he's still making crazy saves and putting his body on the line. It feels like it would be like one of the most taxing sports, or one of the most taxing positions on the body, but yet somehow these keepers are still able to do it well into their late 30s and even 40s.
I noticed that. We don't want that. Your movement's great. I love the slam, but I got an idea. I think I know a guy who has a pretty good idea on how to save penalty kicks. I can get him if you want.
I mean, yeah, I would love that.
I found my guy.
Oh! Jason, what's happening?
You said you had a guy. Tim Howard. Most wins, starts ever in the United States history.
Yes.
Most saves in a game.
Yes.
All righty, Tim. So Coach was just giving me some pointers on PKs. We have some footage here from me getting absolutely torched by some 10-year-olds.
Happens.
Maybe we can show you some of these.
Honestly, though, I think Tim Howard might be the best U.S. player of all time. And I know he's in a keeper position, but I think that's why a lot of people don't consider him the best player of all time. Like, he played for Everton and was actually like a legitimately good goalkeeper. And I know like Christian Pulisic, he's good. He plays in it's Italy, right? But like, you know, it's a difference playing in the Premier League, and he actually was legitimately good as a goalkeeper. A lot of people overlook him in any conversation of like the best U.S. player in history.
And you tell me what you're seeing and maybe some pointers that you would.
So before we roll, I'm curious, what was the hardest part for you?
What was the hardest part?
Yeah.
Saving the kicks.
Big thing that you have to do on penalties, which is different, is you're essentially generating momentum and force from a standstill.
Okay.
Not easy to do, but it's exactly the same when you're down in a stance and the ball snaps, right? So you have to go from a standstill, the immediate impact of the ball snapping, and then you're into an athletic position. So this is the same thing. You basically are timing the run up. You're watching his steps, and then at the point he plants his foot and gets his head down and hits the ball, that's when you want to move.
So your goal is to jump exactly when he's striking the ball, a little bit before. Like, what is the best time, optimal timing, I guess, from your perspective?
Right before.
Right before.
Now, the rule says
Yeah.
you have to wait until the ball is kicked. That's an
So
impossibility.
you can't even jump
You can move laterally.
laterally.
You can't advance.
So wait, when you're jumping, are you going slightly forward?
Yeah.
Ah.
It's immediate. And listen, there's some times where you get caught and then they retake it. This shooter wants to put it essentially here. Okay?
Yes.
So if you're cutting the goal in half, see that black mark there?
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
That's 4 yards. In your head, you're basically saying, I need to cover 4 yards. That's the idea. That's the mentality piece where I'm saying, look, if I decide or if I know he's going left or right, okay, I've got that. I need to figure out a way to explode to get myself across 4 yards.
So this is something that's interesting to me. I could tell just by the way he was walking up that he's going to kick it pretty much down the middle.
Yep.
I don't know why. And maybe he was like kind of doing all these, like he's kind of being funky with it.
Yep.
But they actually don't have to pick a side.
No,
They can go right down the middle.
Sure.
Is that a frustrating one for you?
When you have a penalty shootout, at the end of the game, you got 5 shooters. There's a likelihood.
I feel like going down the middle is so risky. Kicker, because you know the goalkeeper doesn't have to move right away, and if he sees the ball coming towards the middle, like he's going to be closer to the middle than any other side. So you just have to be very certain that he's going to like dive and make a very concerted dive towards one side or the other. But it is definitely an option, and you have to kind of hit it pretty accurately down the middle too. It's not just like you can hit it like slightly to one side or the other, because the keeper's legs are still going to be towards those sides, and he can stick out a leg and block it.
One of the 5 shooters is going to go up the middle. So now, if you've been to Vegas,
Yeah.
you gotta gamble a little bit.
Yes. Yeah.
You got to figure it out. It's hard now because what happens is in the big moment is 80,000 people. If you're like, I'm gonna stand in the middle here, and he goes there, you look like a fool.
Right.
If I went like 1 or 2 shooters and no one's gone down the middle yet, now I've increased my odds, right? Because that means there's only 3 shooters left and one of them is.
Right.
It's oftentimes someone who is a clever player, a clever footballer. It's not going to be like a big bruising defender. He's going to come up and he's going to smack it.
Yeah.
If they went up the middle, I didn't mind. I think that's it's a guessing game.
Should we do some field work? Maybe actually.
Let's actually get on the field and do this.
Ready and save. Perfect. The quickest distance between 2 points is a straight line. Ready, save. So much better.
You want to be landing. This is where you're going to land.
That makes sense. I just landed right here, and this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I feel like your natural inclination would be to land on your shoulder, but definitely that's not the best move. Your hip just seems so counterintuitive, but I guess that is the safest. That's so interesting, because you wonder like how they're not dislocating shoulders and things like that so often. I guess it's just learning how to fall.
Raise the ball, keep it on the ground, because when you do start to fly, the ball's going to break your fall. Now we're going to take you in the catcher's position. Set, step, and save.
Set, step, save.
We don't want you upright.
Not this big.
Yeah, look, you got this. You're an elite athlete. Set, step, save. Set, step, saved. That's perfect.
We're kind of training like these kicks are going low. If it goes in that upper corner, is that just when we're like, hey, he's just
Tip the hat.
yeah,
Okay, thanks.
It's reaction. I step and I fly across.
Mm-hmm.
If as I react, that ball goes high,
Second.
it's trying to throw that second hand up.
Mm-hmm.
Hitting it so hard, right? That literally all you need is that. If you get that on the ball, it's going to hit the crossbar and go over.
Set, step, save.
Oh, that's so interesting. I guess you think about it going past you, but I guess if you really just deflect it just the slightest, since it's not coming directly at you, then it could really change the angle a lot. But it seems like they have to be so stiff with their hands. And I'm sure they have to do when it's like coming right at them. But yeah, that's interesting to know.
That was pretty smooth right there. I didn't even hear a landing really.
Jump in and try a few.
All right.
Step, save.
Oh, it's money.
Ah,
Even
really
done.
good.
Yeah.
Feel a little bit.
Feels good, actually.
Yeah.
I think that step is shortening it already.
Yeah, I think Jason's been night and day from the video I saw him to now. We've really gone bare bones, rudimentary goalkeeping on how to ball, move it to a kneeling position, standing position. Quite honestly, he's a really good athlete. So he's picking it up really quick. For him, he's a big guy. So moving that mass and having him fall in a comfortable way is his biggest challenge. He's really taken to it. I think a lot of the footwork is similar to like his footwork that he uses moving on an offensive line.
Part of a full extension is stepping and going, and you're flying. You can't worry about catching. You just want to open palm.
Got it.
So we can do a couple of
Catch and then a
Step,
couple of
catch.
parries.
yeah. As we set and step, if you watch my footwork, it's a set. He calls out step, but I'm
and
probably
pull.
gonna take another hop if it feels good. That's sort of a personal thing.
Set, step, go.
Yeah, just try a few, see what feels comfortable.
Okay. Sure as nothing.
Set, step, save.
Oh yeah,
There you
oh
go.
yeah.
All right. Set, step, save.
Yes,
Yeah,
good, good.
That's good. That's good.
Don't mind it.
It's a lot of fun,
I feel like a lot of the pressure is on the keeper as well, because the kicker, they can get lucky and it can go in and stuff, but I don't feel like the keeper can get too lucky. They really have to commit in terms of like reacting to the kicker. Like you are essentially having the second move in that like chess match between the kicker and the keeper. You are the black pieces. You're moving second, so you have to react quickly and decisively, but the kicker is just thinking about their game plan that they already made before the game even started. They're like, oh, I'm gonna go right, okay, like I'm gonna go right, whatever happens, I'm gonna try to maybe fake them, make them think that I'm going left, but I know that I'm going right, and it just matters on how well I do that. But the keeper he doesn't have a game plan yet. Like he has an inclination of what the kicker might do, and he's gonna try to look out for those signs that point towards that. But there's nothing definitive that's happened yet.
actually.
Set, step, save.
Get out of here, coach.
That's awesome.
That feels a lot better laying on the pad. I don't know if I'm gonna be that
Hey,
excited.
that's good, brother. That's good.
It looked good. How did it feel?
Yeah,
It
it looked good.
feels a lot better than what I was trying to do before.
It's going to be this, right? So it's going to be step, step. So
Yeah.
it's full extension.
Full extension.
Big palm, strong wrist, right? Hand out like this. And you're just palming. You're just trying to get it right across these back of your knuckles and the palm. And it can be right there. And to be honest, once you fly, it's self-preservation now.
Yeah.
Once I make the save, I'm tucking and rolling. I mean, whatever feels natural.
Set, save.
Yeah.
There you go.
Good.
That was very unathletic.
Set, save.
That's it.
There you go.
Alrighty, feeling really good. Obviously, just like any sport, it's all about footwork, and that's making a big difference in how well I explode. Feeling a lot of applications from when I played football. Good athletic position, stepping, gaining ground, and you can cover so much more ground, so much more efficiently when you do these little things. But this is with somebody lobbing me a ball when I know it's coming. So now let's progress to maybe somebody actually kicking it. How fast is the soccer ball going to be going?
Yeah, 70 miles. Yeah.
You can hit it hard. Nervous. Pretty nervous. If I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, so this is college.
He did not hold back on that one. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm on the
Nice.
Yeah, let's move the pad.
Okay.
have not felt what it feels like to not land on foam. Like
I like that.
I feel like this.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm trying to scare
Throw
away
him
the
off.
bear.
Throw him off.
Get as big as
Throw him
possible.
Oh my
There you
God,
go.
what a scare.
So that's impressive that he's like putting his body in front of a soccer ball that's going that fast. But that definitely comes from him being a professional athlete. He has like full grown man, like 250 pounds coming at him full force. So I'm sure it's a lot easier for somebody like that who's to not be scared of like jamming a finger or like getting hurt by a flying object like that.
What a save.
That hurts way more not landing on the crib.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Yes! We did it! We did it!
Yes!
He walks up, right? I'm never getting set. This is a psychology. Yeah. I'm never getting set. So now what the referee's going to do to me is he's going to start getting off with me. He's going to blow his whistle. He's going to tell me to stand here. So when he tells me to stand there, then I'll stand. It's on my terms, not his. He wants me to be stood here.
Yeah.
Waiting. I'm not going to wait for him. This also gives me instinctual reading time. And I'm saying, okay, this is where you're starting. Okay, now I got this. My feet have to legally be on the line at the time, right? But not before. So now he's looking at me, right? He gets ready to shoot. Now I'm coming up to the line, head down. And what I'm going to do now, if you watch this leg, right? I'm going right. I'm going to step and then use that footwork. I'm not going to go from here. I'm going to go from there, as opposed to this.
Oh, you're like
Yep.
loading
I think I
yourself.
get more from picking my foot up, putting it down, and loading. Got it. He's going to try and put it here.
He's
So
literally aiming to hit it on the
he's
side.
aiming to
Yes.
hit inside here.
They can hit it.
Skill for them. Well, it's been great. I've seen a lot of progress. And here's the cool thing about working with athletes. Athletes are meant to take constructive criticism on board and apply it. That's what makes athletes great. And Jason's great. He goes from not knowing anything and sort of trying to figure it out on his own. And myself and Coach Mulqueen gave him base level tips on how to dive, where to land, right? He was landing on his shoulder. It hurts. You land sort of on your side and your rib cage. It's an easier landing, believe it or not. And then footwork. Footwork and goalkeeping is everything. So once we sorted Jason's footwork out, which he obviously has very good footwork, he can adapt quickly. He got the steps, he got the rhythm, and we call it step, fly. And he's done it, and he's really, really progressed well. I was able to add sort of this real meticulous nuance, which is always sort of that moment right before the penalty shooter strikes the ball. Because I think there's little tricks to the trade, a sort of vertical movement, sideways movement, just, in and around the line. It's sort of the cheat code. You're not supposed to do it, but it gives you a little advantage. And in this game, that little split second means everything.
The youngest debutant in Major League Team.
All right, let's see. Can he stop a PK from Kevin Sullivan? I think he will. I mean, just out of pure luck, I think. Well, I know I said there's not much luck for the keeper, but I think like if he commits and guesses correctly, then, you can get lucky in that regard. And I do think he will be able to stop. I don't know, out of 5, I think he could stop maybe 1 or 2.
This is Kevin Sullivan.
My name is Kevin Sullivan. I'm 16 years old, and I play for the Philadelphia Union, and I'm ready to score some goals.
A 16-year-old born and raised Philadelphian who's already the youngest player ever to step onto an MLS field and already signed to Manchester City the day he turns 18.
Oh, whoa. Okay. So he is signed to Manchester City. So, okay. That does mean he does have a bright future, because if he grows up through that program, and that's a very good program. Like, he's definitely going to develop pretty well. So yeah, maybe U.S. soccer does have a future.
I learned how to play goalkeeper an hour ago. This should go great.
Kevin Sullivan, an absolute stud. This kid's a stud. I'm worried for Jason. I'd be worried for me, actually, now that I think about it. That's the fun part. This is like a one-on-one challenge. It's, can you beat your man? And so there's a psychology to it. I talked Jason through some of the psychology, putting the pressure back onto the shooter. It's just this game of cat and mouse. And then there's going to be 5 shots. And I think out of 5, oh boy, I'd be happy if Jason got 1. As a goalkeeper, when you're in a shootout and you're at the World Cup, your job is to get 1. You get 1, you might win. Anything can happen. Jason is in a far better place now to save against Kevin than he was before, so we'll see.
I'm nervous.
It's called a warm-up.
Don't patronize me, Kevin. Oh, you're left-footed? Are you switching it up? Are you lefty?
I don't know. What am I?
Get in his head, Jason. Get in his head.
Official goalkeeper, you ready?
Ready.
Gavin?
I'm ready.
Oh man, yeah. So he got a finger on it. It's just yeah. No, I think actually he'll get maybe one. I changed my mind, but yeah, I mean the pace that he's hitting at and the accuracy is going to be a problem.
It was all close.
You were there. You were there.
That's amazing
Got me.
pushing.
I touched it.
Just can't get up that high.
That was probably
It's not that long.
on that one.
NFL players aren't very long, you know, especially if you're like a big guy like him. He's kind of like tight, you know, so like to like spread out and everything, that's going to be something that holds him back a bit. He is explosive though.
All right, goalkeeper ready?
I suppose.
Okay.
Just too accurate. Just too accurate.
All right, same side. You ready?
Oh, now we're playing the head games. All right, I'll just line up over here.
Goalkeeper, you ready?
Ready.
All right.
I'm not trusting it.
We're going to get a goalkeeper a second. Psych you out.
I'm gonna ice him.
Ready?
Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
Middle, man.
That's the one thing.
That's a tough one.
That is a tough one.
All right, ready now.
Here we go.
I can't use my right foot.
He's been hitting it with his off leg this entire time. Mike.
Oh,
I can't use the right.
Well
I can't
done.
use the right.
That's dirty.
I can only do the left.
Well, that's 5.
oh, that's interesting. He can only do the, you know, it's interesting like how certain players just can't use their left foot at all. Like you think you practice that a bit, but I do remember specifically practicing my left foot like a whole summer just to try to get it better. Because when you can use both feet, it helps so much. And you see like some of the top players in the world, like you'll see like Messi, he can shoot on his left and his right and be dangerous on both. It really does change how defenders are able to defend you. So that is interesting, but hopefully he works on that.
That's 5.
I stopped 0 of them. So we just did 5 PKs. The reason we did 5 is typically in a overtime in the World Cup, you're going to see each team gets 5 shots. And the big thing is you want to save 2. We learned that earlier from Coach. I saved 0, so USA will lose. What'd you think of the technique?
All right.
Did we learn anything?
I saw, within the warm up, it's a powerful guy. The burst, I saw, you're an aggressive keeper. Typically, when you see an aggressive keeper, what I did in the last one was you either stutter or you wait to see where you go. So that's what I was thinking on the last one. For the most part, I was just thinking corners, low corner is what I prefer. So on the first one, I went outside of my comfort zone, went high. I think the first one was your best shot at getting that.
For sure.
You were right there.
You definitely took some sauce on it, though, trying to place it there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. There was a little sauce.
What percentage were you going?
That's a normal pen. That's 100%.
That's 100%.
So those were 100% penalties. Okay. I would never do the last one in the game, but I wanted to have some fun with it.
Sure.
So I don't know much, but from what I've seen, there was some quality there. So
You do me one favor.
what's up?
Can you put on the penalty and just kick it as hard as you can right at me?
Yes, sir.
This is going to be interesting.
You are a lefty.
I'm a lefty.
I thought you were sandbagging the whole time.
No.
Strong wrist.
This kid is cocky. I like it.
All right, on the whistle. Strong wrist, Jason.
Strong wrist.
There you go.
There you go.
There we go. And yeah, I thought he would get at least one, but that just goes to show you that just like the difference in levels, not only for the keepers at the top level, but the kickers at the top level. Yeah, so I don't know. A lot of people who aren't used to watching soccer will look at penalty kicks and think they're a lot more simple than they are. There's so much more going on than you initially realize, and there's so much skill and mind games involved when taking them. That's why they're so tense, is because yeah, it's pretty straightforward, but a lot can go wrong. A lot can change in such a split second. So yeah, who do you guys think is going to win the World Cup? I think it's going to be France. I'm hoping the finals, England and France. Thank you guys for watching the video, and I will see you guys on the next one.